It's Teddy Bear Toss Night in Sheffield for Mission Christmas as the Steelers face the Coventry Blaze. Sheffield have won big 3 times in Coventry this season, but the Blaze won in a 2-0 shutout on their only visit here in the Challenge Cup, and they welcome Connor Russell back into their team. Eamon McAdam got the win and an assist in the Sky Dome, but the Steelers start with Matt Greenfield in goal and need a win to keep pace at the top of the standings. Until they're there just ahead, work still for Hurd to do. With the puck behind him, Gianni got onto it. Touch for Stewart. Puck will break for Balmas, and now here's an opportunity. The Steelers are through on goal, and the shot low is saved by Robson, to the frustration of everybody who wanted to throw their bear, and Usula in particular.
Yeah, he got that speed going on the outside. Nice little knifing play through the middle of the ice. Just caught Coventry sleeping a little bit on the defense.
Tate. Dowd. Pooh. Good puck movement. Tate's there. The save is made. The follow-up, and the net is off as the shot got blocked in any case.
Yeah, Robson had to do a huge push to get across. Steelers worked that puck around left, right, really quick, really confused. The Blaze a little unlucky. That doesn't go into the back of the net.
Steelers power play 28.4% across the season. This time it's the Steelers. Not giving the Blaze any time. There's an opportunity out front, but there's not quite the reach from Luciani.
Yeah, Greenfield's right pad does enough there as he stretches and
Luciani's going to get wrestled down for that collision.
Yeah.
Which Greenfield made a little bit more of than he probably should.
I'm not sure if it was Luciani or not that just sort of caught him from behind a little bit. Have a little look here as Greenfield comes through. There's not much he can do. Luciani's not even really moving. He's sort of but you can see Usler gets right in there. Talberg's right in there. And in comes.
I'm not calling for 2 for embellishments on Greenfield, but I don't think the contact deserved that stumble.
No, it didn't. And we'll see if there's anything that comes out of it.
We're still waiting for our first goal here. Usula fired that one straight at Saucerman. The angle's tight. Greenfield makes the save. The puck is still sitting loose. Played across, and the Blaze get the opener. And it is Saucerman. What a moment for him on his return. And what a moment for the Blaze, taking the lead in the second period.
Yeah, Colton Saucerman, after getting the initial shot, just sort of rolls around, like I said, gets lost in behind the net and comes out the other side. Puck gets turned over, and it's just a little bit of a battle to try and find where the puck is after the fact, and everybody's just sort of scrambling around, and Saucerman finds it out of the crowd.
Colton Saucerman's 6th of the season, and he will have enjoyed that one more than any of his others. He had a great time in Sheffield. I don't think he was necessarily too happy that it had to come to an end. Shot from Mismatch, which tests out Greenfield. And Blaze now get to play with the lead. Steelers want a quick response, and they've got an opportunity here. And it's lifted in for the Teddy Bear Toss goal. Usula gets it, and this will take a while. Settle in, folks.
Good luck, Jonathan, with your throw.
I got it about 10 rows down there.
Oh, a little bit more than that, as it gets helped along its way.
And more importantly for the Steelers, an instant response.
Yeah, fantastic job by Steelers, coming straight back, pretty much off the face-off. Might take a little bit longer. Not many of the Blaze players getting too enthusiastic at the minute.
The longer the wait goes on, the more of them decide, oh, go on then.
Yeah, they'll start to slowly. Saucerman comes out. Hazeldine's coming out. He looks like he's going over to the penalty box more than anything.
And most teams are involved in one of these at some stage of the season. You get one on your home ice, you get one on the road at some point. So, of course, it's for a great cause. Cash for Kids Mission Christmas. All these cuddly toys will be distributed those who need it most in the local area this Christmas. Don't just hold it, it needs to go onto the ice. That said, it's not in a carrier bag, so perhaps not.
No.
Keep it dry, keep it in good condition.
Pass it over gently.
Somebody's Christmas present, that is. So let's see the goal that launched a couple of thousand bears. Usula cutting in behind. He beat Clements, and then he beat Robson.
Yeah, just a great burst of speed, a good turn of pace there. He just sort of received the puck and accelerate. Right there you can see Clements takes a little crossover step to get going, but he takes that crossover step to the middle of the ice. It's just the way his momentum had taken him. If he takes that crossover towards Usula, he may be able to get another one and just sort of get a hip on him, but Nico Usula, you can see right there, and he gets no help, obviously, from his D partner who stood up, Russell, trying to find something else. And once he gets around, gets that knee out, Robson just carrying the glove down a little bit low, doesn't expect maybe that shot to come back up and over his glove.
And the doors are now closed. And that is 10.5 minutes. Top work, everybody.
Excellent effort.
Switch back to the near. Usula, the Steelers goal scorer. Put behind the goal. Balmas out front, and the quick shot came in. And tied up against his post was Robson.
Yeah, nicely worked little play in behind the net. Robson just reads it at the last second as see Balmas gets himself open. There is a little bit of room there. It looks like it goes under the arm.
Dowd. Back to Tate. Hootala blasted goalwards. It's off the netminder, but the angle for a follow-up shot is getting increasingly tight for Jasper.
Big battle out in front of the net. Dowd.
Cormier drops a shoulder, and as the shot comes in,
here we go.
And we're going to have a proper punch-up.
Yeah.
It's Dowd getting involved with Virtanen. And the officials say no more.
It started well before that. There was a battle going on out in front. The two guys were going at it pretty good, and then they both start going. Robert Dowd with a quick right and misses. Virtanen trying to get his hand to hold on the bigger guy. Robert Dowd ducks underneath one, and then it's kind of a little bit of an off balance. Goes over the top, and then the officials try to get in, and
Cormier just knocks it away from Robbins. Steelers couldn't protect the puck all the way out of the zone. Greenfield helps out his defenseman. Blaze moving through here. Opportunity that they take. It's flicked into the top corner. Barriger with the go-ahead goal with 9:02 left.
yeah, pretty much out of nowhere as a change on the Coventry bench, and then Barriger gets himself free, and just a great little wrist shot. You can see this just sort of pulls it back and off the toe. Good spot, yeah, just over the blocker. You can see that blocker and elbow on Greenfield in good position, and it's a nice shot, top part of the net.
Here's Robert Dowd. Shot fired through, touched wide. Harper to it. Dowd again, 20 seconds.
Good
That
block.
one got blocked, and the Blaze will clear it away, and they'll score into the empty net to seal the points. It's another road win this season in the battle between the Steelers and the Blaze, and Coventry will skate away with the points today.
Yeah, it was Gleason that comes up with a big block there on Robert Dowd. So you go from top goal scorer and you see what it does. You know, you get yourselves in the way and play the right way. Knows what he has to do. He has to get in the way of shots. You see him right here, waits for it, and then just sort of turns sideways and then puts it right in the middle of the net.
Both sets of fans are on their feet, but it's the Blaze fans chanting and cheering, and the Steelers fans leaving. For the second year in a row, the Steelers are beaten at home on Teddy Bear Toss Night. And with Nottingham dropping points in Dundee, the Steelers have missed a chance to go level with them at the top of the standings. They are beaten at home by Coventry. What a performance from Matt Robson and the rest of his team. Nico Usula scored the Teddy Bear toss goal in front of 7,538. But that is as good as it got for the Sheffield Steelers. They are defeated on home ice. Coach, defeat for your team tonight, how do you summarise it?
Yeah, not a great first period. I felt like that was kind of the tone setter for us tonight. They came out and outworked us and outcompeted us in the first. I know it was 0-0 there, but we go down and then Nico gets us going there to tie that game 1-1. I thought our third was probably our best, but if you don't play 60 minutes and you leave the game late like that, anything can happen. And both goals tonight come off our tape, turnovers that they end up burying and making us pay on. Just not enough urgency and desperation for 60 minutes tonight, which is obviously frustrating. We played some really, really good hockey here as of late, and it's a lesson learned that if you're not switched on and ready to do the little things and outcompete your opponent, it doesn't matter. We've seen them earlier in the year come into this barn and beat us 2-0 as well, so they can play. Robson was really, really good tonight. Like I said, I think we had 22 shots in the third alone, and we don't get anything out of that. Maybe it was we're not direct enough, we're not getting enough guys to the paint, to the hard areas. I wouldn't say scoring goals has been an issue for us as of late, but you got to play 60 minutes.
The shot volume was there with enough grade A chances created.
Yeah, there's probably 7 or 8 that I would consider grade A chances in that game, which is a lot in hockey. They do a good job of protecting the net front area and keeping things perimeter, but we've got to find ways. We got to do a better job of getting pucks through when we do have players at the net as a group. And a lot of our chances in the first 2 periods came in transition off of solid D zone and our regroup and retrievals, but maybe we didn't create enough ozone opportunities in the first 40. In the third, I thought we were really good, had them hemmed in multiple times. Power play had some really, really good looks when we got entry. I don't think our entries were great tonight, in the breakouts. But again, things we'll look at, some details that we can clean up. There's some plays that we're leaving out there, but it's like I said, disappointing night.
And it's strange how it goes. Goals have been difficult to come by here against Coventry, but not down in the Sky Dome. The road teams have had the best of this series so far this season, all 5 won by the road team.
Yeah, it's like you said, that's interesting. Obviously a different barn down there, a little bit smaller, and things happen a bit quicker. We've had some success down there, and like I said, it's not like our game was horrible tonight, but I expect better. It wasn't our A game, especially the first 30 minutes.
And a different challenge for the team tomorrow, up against a very buoyant Dundee side after their win today.
Yeah, I saw they beat Nottingham up there. They'll be waiting for us. 8 a.m. bus tomorrow for us. Quick turnaround. We'll get some video in them in the morning, and then get up there and probably do special teams when we get up there. So we'll need a bounce back.
And will it be a night of changes, or is that still to be determined?
Yeah, we'll make those decisions now.
Coach, a terrific performance and result for your team today.
Yeah, it was a good game. I loved our start, and I think when we start well, we were able to sort of see the habits that are needed to play winning hockey, and we kind of rolled from there. Obviously you're coming into a hard arena against one of the best teams in the league, so you have to be focused for 60 minutes, and I thought our guys did that, and we had some big plays. Elijah Barriga and Sauce were great getting us on the board, and Robbie was able to close the door.
And you bounced back from the disappointment of having scored to having it cancelled out so soon. It didn't affect the confidence. The team came out strong again and took the chances when they came.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I thought the teddy bear toss kind of helped us. Like it allowed us not to linger with it. Like it gave us a chance to reset. It allowed me to sort of put some of our top lines out again instead of rolling. So yeah, thanks teddy bear toss, I guess.
But it's no fluke. You won here in a shutout fashion in this building already. You seem to know how to win in this building.
Yeah, our guys worked hard tonight in terms of our game plan, and realistically, I think the message for our guys, like when we come play here, is you need to play that way against every team in the league. It's not just, turning on the focus in Sheffield. So, it's been nice to get wins here, but it's something we could apply to every game, and we should.
And an important 2 points as well, because the teams around you in the standings have won as well.
Yeah, and we know December's going to be a dogfight in our league, and particularly for the muddy middle that we're in right now, or at least that we want to get into. So, yeah, it's day by day for us.
And why can it possibly be that all 5 meetings between these teams so far this season have gone the way of the away team? That's not how it normally is.
Yeah, I don't know. I never even think about stuff like that until you bring it up, or, I guess we're just not that far away, so you don't have any bus legs.
And the final word of the night must go to Matt Robson. 2 stellar performances this season in this building.
Yeah, Matt was great. Him and I talk a lot about like winning time saves, and I think maybe to the public you think like the winning time save is a breakaway or it's the save at the end of the game. But he made a save on Balmus, I think, at 13 minutes left in the third that maybe he didn't make look difficult, but it was the winning time save, and we were a little too loose defensively. He made that save, kept us calm, and Matt's our rock. We're happy to have him back there.